Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude. We're opening up a brand new Keyforge box, and today is also going to start our patron opening, so wish them good luck. Today's deck is going to be for Noah Smith, and there we go. Struggling with the wrap, of course. Not easy to get into a box. I should probably maybe invest into like a box cutter. Yeah, that's what I should do. Okay, so as I was saying, Noah Smith, good luck to you. This is your deck right here. And what houses will we find? Get that out of the way. Okay, here we go. First house. Well, first off, it's a gray Archon. Saurian is your first house. Second house is Logos, and the third house is Dis. Ralphson of Farming Lawn Kingdom. And this is just a lot of streaks of lines. You got like the bird/bats underneath. And I doubt you can hear it, but there is rain going on in the background, and that is kind of perfect right there because this could potentially be rain up here. All right, and our first house is... Oh! Wow, how awesome is this? We have a gigantic creature starting off, Saurians, by the way, with a damage pip. Desulis, 20 power, biggest creature in the game. Play only with the other half of it. Play capture all of your opponent's amber, deal 5 damage to an enemy creature. Fight Reap, move 1 amber from it to the common supply, deal 2 damage to each enemy creature. This guy is so good. Wow, what a fantastic start. Crystal Surge, amber whenever you play it, exalt each mutant creature. I believe that is a mutant, correct? Okay, well, we don't necessarily want to exalt him. Senator Quintina, 5 power, after a creature reaps, exalt it. Library of Poly, a source with a draw pip. It's an artifact. Action, move 1 amber from a friendly creature to your pool. City State Interest, each friendly creature captures an amber. Spoils of Battle, amber whenever you play it, a friendly creature captures an amber. Each creature with amber on it captures 1 from its opponent. Praefectus Ludo, 5 power. Each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each amber from this creature to the common supply. Looking nice. Oh, another one of those. Monumental Ludo. Action, move 1 amber from a creature to the common supply. If Praefectus Ludo is in your discard pile, move 2 amber from that creature to the common supply instead. So the gigantic creature in here is already getting rid of amber from itself. The Polyosaurus is moving it to maybe the opponent's creatures, and now you have Ludo as well, basically taking away all of your opponent's amber that they had earned earlier and that you had put on the big gigantic creature. This is kind of insane that you can just get rid of it so good. Consurin Octavia with a draw pip, 5 power, 1 armor, action, capture 2 amber. Well, these draw pips are telling me one thing. I bet we have some Logos cards providing those draw pips. It's coming. Amber whenever you play it, search your deck and discard pile for either half of a gigantic creature, reveal it, and put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. Now we're on to Logos. It's a Adaptoid with a damage pip, 4 power, enhanced a capture, a damage, and a draw. After you play a card with a bonus icon for the remainder of the turn, Adaptoid gains choose 1, plus 2 armor, assault 2, or fight, steal an amber. I assume most of the time you choose the fight, steal an amber. Sloppy lab work, amber whenever you play it, archive a card, discard a card from your hand. Nice. Oh, another one of those really helps move through your deck. Casual loop with a damage pip, archive a card, and then archive casual loop. Very nice, because it constantly keeps bringing itself back. You get that free damage pip. Bouncing Death Quark, destroy an enemy creature and a friendly creature. You may repeat this effect as many times as you like, as long as it's possible to repeat the entire effect. Quixo the Adventurer, 3 power skirmish, fight, draw a card. Another Quixo. Lethologica, amber whenever you play it. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Logos card or run out of cards. If you discard a Logos card this way, put it into your hand. I must say, I do like this card a little bit with gigantic creatures thanks to its coming. If you already have its coming in your hand, this Lethologica does kind of help you find the other half maybe a little bit sooner. Oh, another Lethologica. Infomore, 4 power, enhanced 2 draw pips. Even Ivan, 4 power, action. If your opponent has an even amount of amber, you get to steal 1. Eclectic Inquiry, amber whenever you play it, archive the top 2 cards of your deck. Quite a bit of archive in here. Now we're on to Dis. It's Gabos Longarms, 5 power. Before the fight, choose a creature. Gabos Longarms deals damage to that creature rather than the one it's fighting. Soul Fiddle, it's an artifact, action, enrage a creature. Obsidian Forge, it's an artifact, amber pip, and a capture pip. Action, destroy any number of friendly creatures, then you may forge a key at +6 current cost, reduced by 1 for each creature destroyed this way. If you forge a key this way, destroy Obsidian Forge. Hystracog, 4 power, enhanced 3 damage pips, action, destroy a damaged creature. Snarret with a damage pip, 4 power. At the end of your turn, capture an Amber. Action. Move each Amber from Snarret to the common supply. Got some pretty good Amber control in this deck already. Wow, and there's a second Snarret. Mind Fire, your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Steal 1 amber for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Imp Spectre is 2 power. Destroyed. Your opponent purchases a random card from their hand. Another Imp Spectre. Gateway to Dis with a draw pip. Destroy each creature. Gain 3 chains. Drekker, 4 power. Damage dealt to Drekker's neighbors during fights is also dealt to Drekker. Reap, Steal, and Amber. And the final card of the deck is Brabble, 2 power. Destroyed. Your opponent loses 1 amber. If it is not your turn, your opponent loses 3 instead. I certainly liked a lot of what I saw in this deck. Looks like, yeah, decent amount of creatures, good amber control. Let's see what the amber brings. Mind Fire, we won't necessarily count that. Okay, Obsidian Forge. Eclectic. Lithologica's, yes. Too bad that Casual Loop didn't have an amber on it. That could have been pretty cool. Okay. And not even sure if we can play the Crystal Surge here. Exalt each mutant creature. That could be very relevant depending on how many mutants we had. I feel like we had a decent amount of enhancements, increasing our odds of actually having some mutants to begin with, but let's check it out. We'll count it as 1 for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wow, it's only 9. I'll tell you what, though, I think this deck is going to be A-okay with only having 9 amber. We will see why. Let's bring up our amber control now. Got a little bit in the Saurians. Actually, we have quite a bit, I guess, thanks to the big boy. Drekker's not bad. Mind Fire, the 2 Snarets, those are very, very powerful. Even Ivan could be an amber control. Adaptoid is possible. We'll throw it up there because it does have the chance, but this Saurian is going to be great for it, thanks to all the capture, and having 2 Ludos really does help it out. Let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And of course, we have to count. What is, let me see if I can say this name correctly here. De Sulis. I guess that's what we'll call De Sulis. Wait, is that a, here, let's get a little bit bigger here. De Silis. Ducilis. Oh boy, I have no idea. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow, that is very, very nice. Before we talk about just how insane these Saurians are, I would like to point out, let's see what sort of movement we have here, because I know we had a little bit of draw pips, at least 3 if I remember correctly. As well as, let's see here. So the Sloppy Labworks will help move the deck, same with the Lethologica and the Inquiry for sure. There's a draw pip on the Gateway. Quixos could potentially draw some cards, so we'll throw that up there along with this as well. So look at this logos here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards and logos that are helping move the deck, but check this out. This one's actually moving your deck 2 cards because you archive, then you discard a card, right? So that's moving 2, 4, at least 1, so 5, 6, 7, 8, potentially 9, 10. That's kind of insane. It's also nice to have the draw pips in the other houses as well, but yeah, Logos doing what Logos does best. I love that. I am slightly interested to see if this brand new microphone is going to pick up the rain I have in the background. It is getting louder. A lot more of it seems to be coming down. But we will try not to let that distract us. Let's bring up the creatures. We'll throw it's coming up there, but I don't think we're going to count it as anything. I mean, it just helps us find a creature in a sense, helps us complete a creature rather. So we have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call that, here, let's put these together now. So together that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 creatures, slightly above average, not bad. I do like a lot of what this deck is doing. There is a pile of capture on our creatures, especially when it comes to like the Saurians, and let's actually pull those up because what's really neat about this is we have a lot of ways to essentially get rid of that amber, make it where it doesn't even matter. We're basically removing our opponent's amber from the game. It's not steal, but it's probably some of the best Aember control. So like the Polyosaurus does it, the Monumental Ludo, and of course De Salus or whatever. Oh my gosh, I totally butchered that name. I'll definitely work on it later. And that also, every time it fights and reaps, we'll move one of the Aember to the common supply. I love this Ludo in here because who knows how much could be on the big guy. Octavia for just a simple action can capture 2, and then using the Ludo, if we have a Ludo in the discard pile, just completely removes it every time. So these two together, that's getting rid of 2 of your opponent's Aember every single time you call Saurians. I love it. I really do. The Dis's Aember control just takes it up another notch as well. I mean, look at this. Here's the Snarl. It's doing the same thing. At the end of the turn, it captures the Aember, really makes it hard for our opponents to even get the Aember for a key, and then that Monumental Ludo just gets it off them as well if you want to call Saurians. If not, you can then call Dis, use their action to remove your opponent's Aember completely from the game. I mean, this is really, really cool here. I just love the Aember control in this deck. Something about it is really calling to me. It's different. It's not steal. It's not temporary like capture, and it's all because of this card. This actually might be the all-star in this deck, this Monumental Ludo. Quintina is going to punish our opponents every time they reap. They exalt them, so we're eventually going to get that Aember away from them, basically generating us Aember. I don't expect the Aember on our creatures to go to our opponent for many reasons I said before. The Logos is really going to help make this deck consistent. It's going to really push the numbers, and it's going to help us be able to have really big Saurian turns, and that's what this deck is about. One other really cool thing to point out about this deck, it did have the Gateway to Dis, should be in the back here, and we also had a Bouncing Death Quark, giving us some pretty big board wipes if we need them against some very tough creatures our opponents might be playing. And against smaller creatures, I mean, look at this guy. Fight Reap, deal 2 damage to each enemy creature, say goodbye to Shadow, say goodbye to Star Alliance. It's only going to take a turn or 2 of using that card. Just absolutely insane. I love everything this deck is doing. I think this is a very powerful deck, Noah. I hope you like it. I really think every one of these houses kind of complements one another, and overall you just have some really good cards in here. How cool is that the very first deck out of this box happened to have a gigantic creature? I feel like we've been getting lucky with those. I don't know what the odds of getting a gigantic creature is, but we seem to get them a lot, and I absolutely love that. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.